Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store for Android phones. Once you have downloaded and logged in with your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to your home page where you can see all the courses that are offered by us. Once you have purchased the course, you can see your courses in the My Course section. But why our courses are so better? Why we think we provide you one of the best content? Because we provide you content on daily basis. In the daily basis, we provide you current affairs with 20 questions quiz as well as the PDF of the current affairs of daily. Then similarly for weekly, on weekly basis we provide you current affairs PDF as well as a 50 questions quiz that will help you to revise all the content that you have learned. Then on monthly basis also we provide you top 100 current affair questions PDF that will be the compiled PDF of the 100 questions of that particular month that will be very helpful for you. And not just this friends, we provide you in English as well as in Hindi too. So both English and Hindi students can enjoy our courses. Apart from this friends, we also provide you banking related question answers, the banking related MCQ questions, the quizzes that will help you prepare for the bank exams. Not just that friends, we provide you a new way of learning, that is your infotainment infographics. That is a different and interesting way of learning. Apart from this, we cover 20 topic wise current affairs. These topics are important such as apps, portals, important days, books and authors days, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, all these topics, these are highly important and questions from these particular topics are asked. Also we cover state-wise current affairs also that will help you to prepare for your state exams. Also friends, as I told you, if you use the code Vikas10, you will be given extra 10% discount on the purchase you make. If you have any problem regarding login and your application, then you can contact us on support@of Affairscloud.com. This is our email ID and you can contact us on our mobile phone, that is 9677333386. Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So friends, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 8th of October. The session will be very interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Yesterday I gave you some homework question friends. Shreya Thakur has given all the correct answers, so congratulations Shreya Thakur, all the answers are right and best of luck for your future. If you have any queries or questions, you can just comment below and we'll try to resolve it. Similar to a question recently was asked by Shri Prem, that which country is the largest exporter of sugar in the world and which country is the highest importer of sugar in the world. Here you can see, if we are talking about the exporter, largest exporter of sugar in the world is Brazil. And if we are talking about the highest importer of sugar in the world, it will be Indonesia. So these are your two answers. Apart from this, we also discussed topic related to sugar yesterday, that was India emerged as the world's largest producer of the consumer. I repeat, India emerged as the world's largest producer as well as consumer, and it was world's second largest exporter of sugar. And who is the largest exporter of sugar in the world? Brazil. And who will be the second largest exporter of sugar in the world? India. India is the largest producer as well as consumer also of sugar in the world. And if we are talking about largest importer, it will be Indonesia. All right, I hope your answer has been clear now. All right, now let's move to some important news, then we'll move on to the news part for the day. Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana sir launched faster program or faster software to transit court orders swiftly and securely through electronic mode. But we know N.V. Ramana sir has been changed. Who is our new Chief Justice of India? He will be Uday Umesh Lalitji. Chief Justice of India Uday Umesh Lalitji. Alright, and who was the former N.V. Ramana sir who launched this faster software? Then Lepakshi Nandi Veerbhadra Temple included on the UNESCO World Heritage tentative list. I repeat, Lepakshi Nandi and Veerbhadra Temple both were included into the UNESCO's World Heritage tentative list. UP, Uttar Pradesh became the India's top vegetable producer, and it was Andhra Pradesh that remained on the top fruit producer list. Very important. Microsoft, they launched Startup Founders Hub platform in India to support startups. Haryana government have launched crop insurance portal of Mukhya Mantri Bagwani Bima Yojana. E-Adhigam, that is to provide tablets to school going students, is also of Haryana. Chara Bijai Yojana, to increase the fodder cultivation, is also of Haryana. All right. Then recently in IMT Kharkhoda, if you remember, there was a Maruti Suzuki plant being set up, and it will be the plant where electric vehicles will be generated, and it will be India's one of the largest manufacturing plant for Maruti. Next, Delhi government, they have launched scheme by the name Hobby Hubs in government schools. Apart from this, My EV was launched here. Then first organic festival was launched here. A third organic festival was launched here, and largest drone mela was held here, that was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. First center of excellence for Khadi is also here itself in Delhi. Then in Delhi itself, two robots were added into the firefighting team. All right. Then a museum for former prime ministers has also been commissioned here. So these are the some news related to Delhi government. Then India's unemployment rate for March was 7.6% from 8.1% in Feb 2022. You can avoid this right now because it keeps on changing on monthly basis. So Andhra Pradesh has set up a she auto stands to provide safe transport to women. So she auto, this was launched by whom? It was by Andhra Pradesh. Then stand up India scheme completed how many years? 6 years has been completed. Gangor festival, where do we observe this? We observe this in Rajasthan, and Rajasthan is your top emerging state in terms of solar energy. All right. Apart from this, remember, if question asks that which is the state that has achieved 10 gigawatt of solar energy capacity, it is your Rajasthan, and multiple more new solar energy projects are coming up in Rajasthan. Rajasthan is followed by Gujarat and Mumbai. Tata Renewables has commissioned a 300 megawatt solar plant in Gujarat with India's largest single axis tracker system. Assam cabinet has approved MOU with French funding agency for biodiversity conservation. Assam, we observe a festival by the name Ambubachi festival. Then Tamil Nadu government have launched Kaval Uthavi. This is a mobile application for public during emergency. If we are talking about Tamil Nadu, remember in Chennai, first ambulance for street animals was launched. Here only in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, 44th edition of the Fight Chess Olympiad was held. And who is the deputy president of Fight? He will be Vishwanath Anand, and he was the first grandmaster of India that he became in 1988. Next, some international news. World's biggest electric cruise ship was made by China. Important. But we know right recently China is facing a huge crisis that is going on in China, that is of real estate. The home prices are you can say plunging down because many of the investors are paying, have booked their flats, but the the builders are not able to deliver those flats timely. So there has been a huge crisis that is going on there. Then India and Australia has signed economic cooperation and trade agreement. India will provide 1 million to BIMSTEC to increase the operational budget. Idbi, HSBC India, they signed $100 million partial guarantee program for the microfinance institution sector. United Nations Population Fund UNFPA has released the State of the World Population 2022, seeing the unseen report. Chandrapur district of Maharashtra recorded the third hottest place in the world. Kei city of Mali is the hottest place. As we know, few months back there was a heat wave on earth. Even Pakistan and India was facing a highest heat waves in generations because of the solar rays that were emitted from the sun. So because of that, you can see here the Chandrapur district of Maharashtra became the third hottest place in the world, and Kei city of Mali was the hottest place. So these were your some important one-liners, friends. Now let's shift to today's news. These are important news, so do pay attention till the end. One more thing, friends, that I need to tell you regarding the content that we provide you. Say for example, we are providing you pocket-wise PDF. We are providing you topic-wise current affairs. We are providing you weekly current affairs, We are providing you monthly current affairs PDF, also top 100 questions PDF. So remember, pocket wise, pocket PDF and your topic wise PDF, they will be released on the 7th of every month. All right, on the 7th. Then weekly, they are provided to you every 7 days. All right, we make sure that every 7 days you are provided with weekly current affairs. For monthly and top 100 questions, remember, on 10th of every month or before the 10th of every month, you will be provided with the monthly current affairs PDF. All right, friends, the important thing that I want to mention here is that we provide content in English as well as in Hindi to all the students who are looking for the content of PDF in Hindi, because I have seen many times the students are asking for Hindi PDF, the content in Hindi. So students, for those students, those who are looking for Hindi content, you can check our Careers Cloud application, from where you can download the from the Google Store, you can download the app, and from that particular application, Careers Cloud application, you will be able to see various courses that are offered by us, and in those courses we offer you Hindi PDF along with English content also. All right, so the students, those who are aiming for Hindi content, they can definitely check our Hindi PDFs also that are provided on the courses that are offered by us on our Careers Cloud application. First news that we are talking about is DPIIT. All right, DPIIT has notified the credit guarantee scheme for startups. All right, this credit guarantee scheme for startups, CGSS, has been established by whom? It has been established by DPIIT. Highly important, first of all, mark this. All right, and this is to offer startups collateral free loans of up to a specified limit. That means if any startup wants to go and have a loan, then for that they don't have to pay any, or they don't have to give any collateral. All right, this was a collateral free scheme. So this credit guarantee scheme for startups, CGSS, it has been established by DPIIT, and under this the startups will be offered collateral free loans up to a specified limits. These loans are provided by the member institutions, which include scheduled commercial banks, non-banking financial companies, alternative investment funds, and which are registered with SEBI. All right, mark this, important. Apart from this, CGSS will also complement the existing Startups India initiative. As we know, India is growing and we are seeing a large amount of ecosystem being built all around the world, all around India. Even if you remember, there was a technology hub 2.0 that was launched in Telangana, Hyderabad. The sole reason of this was to incubate startups, to provide spaces for startups. Around 2000 startups will be incubated at this particular technology hub 2.0. All right, so in order to boost the startup culture in India, in order to provide the funding to them, this particular credit guarantee scheme for startups was launched by DPIIT. Moving on. Next news. Second is Indian Railways plans to become net zero carbon emitter by 2030. How do you emit carbon? Just by burning fuel. All right. Even when we burn fuel such as petrol, diesel, coal, what you do is you are generating electricity. All right, so we can say for generating electricity, as of now we are burning fuel. And what can be alternative ways of generating electricity? It can be solar, it can be wind energy, it can be geothermal energy. All right, and these energies, these are your renewable sources of energy. That means once replenished, they can be renewed, because and they won't also leave any carbon into the atmosphere. This is your carbon free energies. That means on using them we won't be generating any excess amount of carbon. But if we are using petrol, diesel, coal to generate electricity, to burn a product and generate electricity out of it, then they will be releasing carbon into the atmosphere. Similarly, if you remember green hydrogen, it is also one of the promising fuel of future that will be powering our various gadgets, but on burning it won't be releasing any carbon into the atmosphere. That means it will be a clean fuel. So similarly, remember recently a target was set up by Indian Railways that they want to become zero carbon emitter by 2030. All right, and for that what they are planning to do is they will be completing electrification of all the railway tracks and focusing on boosting the network capacity. I repeat, Indian Railways intends to gradually reduce its carbon footprint and become net zero carbon emitter by the year 2030. Remember this target year, important. Alright, and it will be done by completing electrification of all the railway tracks and focusing on boosting the network capacity. As a part of its national determined contribution NDCs, the government of India has targeted of 33% reduction in emission intensity, with transportation as one of the important sectors with considerable mitigation potential. All right. Apart from this, if we talk about the contribution of Indian Railways to India's NDC for tackling climate changes, that to increase share of Indian Railways in overall land-based freight transport from 36 to 45% by 2030. Not just this, friends, if you remember during COVID-19 when there was a lockdown, you saw that all the vehicles, the cars, your trucks, your two-wheelers were stopped. You were not allowed to drive them or you were not allowed to go out. So what that they did was that showed the humans, or that showed all around the world, that these vehicles are producing a large amount of excess carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. And when the lockdown was there, you must have seen that all the weather was very clear during that time. There was no atmosphere pollution. You were seeing clean air everywhere. And but as soon as the lockdown was over, you were able to see all the vehicles back on the roads and all the pollution and congestion was started again. So one of the reason is that also because all the vehicles nowadays are running either on petrol or diesel, but only few percentage of those vehicles run on the clean fuel, that is your compressed natural gas. So in order to shift them to electric now, so not just cars, even railways, that is the reason here the news has been stated that Indian Railways is planning to become zero carbon neutral or net zero carbon emitter by the year 2030. Next, Next, we are talking about food production need 165 to 600 million hectare more land to meet demand by 2050 as per the report released by FAO. I repeat, FAO, that is Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. They released a report on deforestation, livestock grazing and farmer field schools at the FAO Global Landscape Forum Digital Forum transforming agri-food systems with forest on September 30. The report here you can see, first of all, the report are halting deforestation from agriculture value chains, the role of government, grazing with trees, a silvopastoral approach to managing restoring drylands, and what have we learned from trees. These 3 decades of farm field schools on agroforestry and forestry. So basically these are the name of the 3 reports that were released, and what this report stated that as we know, population is growing day by day. All right, and we are seeing that more and more trees are being cut down in order to provide land for the cities. So we are seeing a large reduction in the green patch also all around the world. Forests are being reduced. We've done a report and we saw the report that in the last 10 years or in the last 30 years we have seen a reduction in the forest by 10%. That means we have cleared down the 10% of forest in the last 30 years. So that is a huge reduction in the forest area because of the human needs that we are growing day by day. So similarly here the report suggested that by the year 2050 there will be a requirement of more than 165 to 600 million hectare of more land so that we can provide proper food to each and everyone on the earth. Even now you are able to see that many of the people all around the world in millions are not able to feed them or their family on daily basis because there is no food in those particular area. The area where they choose to live are so barren that they can't grow their even food itself. All right, so apart from this, remember the report follows FAO's flagship publication, that is the State of the World's Forest 2022. This emphasized the importance of halting deforestation. Halting means stopping. That means this has to stop. The deforestation needs to be stopped. Restoring degraded lands and expanding agroforestry and creating green value chain is one of the most important thing to do as of now. Apart from this, some key points from the reports are that there is a need of 165 to 600 million more hectare of land for crop livestock production, the much of which is currently covered by forest and other critical ecosystem. And we know once the need has been there of certain things, then humans will just go for it. And no, we know that these forest areas can also be cleared. The global demand for food will be 50% more in 2050 compared to with of 2012. All right. Next. Next, we are talking about RBI. RBI Super Tech app Daksh to improve the supervisory process. I repeat. First of all, tell me the name of the application that was launched by RBI to improve the supervisory processes. It is your Daksh. Highly important. The governor of RBI launched a new super tech initiative named Daksh. Highly important. Then the meaning of Daksh is efficient and competent. The app is a part of RBI's various initiatives in strengthening supervision by utilizing the latest technology for implementing more efficient and automated work processes. Some of the features of Daksh are that it is a web-based end-to-end workflow application. This will enable RBI to monitor the compliance requirements in a more focused manner. Also, it will enhance the compliance culture in supervised entities like banks, NBFCs, etc. This will also enable seamless communication. It will also help in inspection planning and execution of it. Alright, highly important. Also, it can be accessed, the management information system reports can be accessed anywhere, anytime, and it is a very secure access that will be provided through this. If we talk about RBI, as we know, who is the governor? As the governor of RBI launched this new super tech initiative Daksh. So who is the governor? Shaktikant Das ji. If we talk about how many deputy governors are there of RBI, there are 4 deputy governors. When was RBI established? It was established in 1935. Where is the headquarter of RBI? It is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Moving on, next. Next news is regarding a internal ombudsman. So RBI has introduced internal ombudsman mechanism for credit information companies. First of all, remember who launched this internal ombudsman mechanism. It was launched by RBI. It was directed, RBI directed all your CICS, that your credit information companies holding a certificate of registration under subsection 2 of section 5 of credit information companies to appoint an internal ombudsman at the apex of their internal grievance redressal mechanism by 1st of April 2013. What is the main reason, or what the key things will be done by IO? This internal ombudsman. So this IO will not be handling any complaints involving fraud and misappropriation with the execution of those brought about by a CIC service failure. Alright, it will not look after the disputes for which remedy has been provided under section 18. IO will not entertain any complaints directly from the member of the public. Alright, also remember, if we talk about it, RBI will look at the cases where the IO's decision was rejected by the CIC. IO will report administratively to the managing director or chief executive officer of the CIC and functionally to the board. Alright, these are some of the things that you need to remember regarding IO, that is your internal ombudsman. So RBI introduces internal ombudsman mechanism for credit information companies. Next, here you can see these are some of the things that we were talking about IO, that what he can do and what he cannot do. Next we are talking about HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank has launched a smart hub Vyapar for merchants. Highly important. Alright, recently HDFC Bank in collaboration with Talk Innovations India, that is a merchant SaaS platform. What is a SaaS platform? Software as a service platform that was launched by Smart Hub Vyapar merchant application. It is a one-step merchant solution app designed to fulfill the everyday business needs of a merchant. I repeat, what is this Smart Hub Vyapar merchant app? It is a one-stop solution for merchant solution app that will helping the everyday business of a merchant. This app facilitates instant digital and 100% paperless merchant onboarding for its existing HDFC Bank customers, along with 24/7 support with EVA chatbot to address any issues faced by the merchants. So this Smart Hub Vyapar merchant app, it is a merchant app solution, or it is a merchant solution app launched by HDFC Bank in collaboration with whom? Mintalk Innovation India. So these two organizations came together to launch this Smart Hub Vyapar for merchants. Highly important. Also remember, if we talk about this app, merchants can avail banking services like doing fixed deposit so that they can get return on it. They will be able to quickly access to be pre-approved loans, all right, that if they want any loan they will be provided here easily. If they want any credit card, along with a real-time view of all the Smart Hub Vyapar transactions credited into their bank accounts will also be provided. That means statements will be provided here. Then merchants will be getting pre-approved loans depending on their requirement, all right. Unlike any other app, there is a inbuilt voice feature also for this particular Smart Hub Vyapar merchant app, all right. So if there is an inbuilt voice feature, that will help the merchant of successful transactions if there, and it will also help us to provide a better insight of the application. The app will allow merchants to accept interoperable payments across multiple modes. They can be UI, or they can be UPI, they can be QR code, or directly you just using your that UPI ID, you will be able to send directly into the bank account. All right. Next, if we talk about HDFC Bank, who is the managing director and chief executive officer, he will be Shashidhar Jagdishan. When was this bank launched? It was launched on 1994. And where is the headquarter? It is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So this Smart Hub Vyapar merchant app has been launched by HDFC Bank along with in collaboration with Mintalk Innovation India. Next we are talking about IDBI Bank. IDBI Bank has recently launched many digital solutions on its 59th foundation day. So first of all, we should know when was the 59th foundation day of IDBI Bank. So remember, it was on 4th of October. That is, IDBI Bank has recently introduced, or it was their 59th foundation day. First of all, remember this on 4th of October. So IDBI Bank Limited, this is a private sector bank, and they introduced as the here poster suggests that IDBI Bank has launched many digital solutions on their 59th foundation day. In order to facilitate trade between the customer and non-customers, the bank announced its entry into open network digital commerce, and we know which was the first platform to, or the first app to be registered on this open network digital commerce. It was your Paytm Mall, all right. Highly important, mark that. Then IDBI Bank ONDC, or this IDBI Bank ONDC sellers app will allow merchants to join the ONDC platform. And we know ONDC is an open network that will assist Ministry of MSME and other retail merchants in setting up their digital stores and gaining the advantage of digital commerce revolution that we are seeing because of the COVID-19. All these revolutions, such as Meta being launched or Facebook launching Metaverse, all these were because of the COVID-19. We saw this all achievement, all right, in the virtual universe we are seeing. So coming back, friends, remember recently multiple projects or many digital solutions were launched by IDBI Bank on their 59th foundation day. Apart from this, some other initiative that you need to remember for them are Digi KCC platform. That is your Digi KCC platform. What is this? This is a platform for digitizing the Kisan credit card. This KCC is your Kisan credit card. All right. I repeat, this is a platform for digitizing the Kisan credit card loan application processes with built-in tools for loan application review. Apart from this, second you need to remember WPS system, that is warehouse receipt processing system. It is an integrated and end-to-end digital solution that is used to finance loans secured by warehouse receipts. So these are also two initiatives that you need to remember that were launched by IDBI Bank on their 59th foundation day. Next we are talking about a fixed deposit scheme that was recently launched by Unity Bank. All right. Remember this, Unity Bank has launched a special fixed deposit scheme by the name Shagun 501 that offers a 8.4% interest to the senior citizens. I repeat, Unity Small Finance Bank, that is Unity Bank, that is a digital first bank. They launched a Shagun 501. This is a special kind of fixed deposit scheme that is providing an interest rate of 8.4% to the senior citizens. That is a high interest. All right, this scheme will be made available for the money deposited on or before the 31st of October 2022. All right, under this scheme, on in normal percent, that it is 7.9% interest that is provided by the bank, all right, on their FDs of 501 days. That is for the general customer. But if we are talking about the senior citizen, here 8.4% is being provided for the senior citizens. Highly important, you need to remember this. If we talk about Unity Small Finance Bank, who is the managing director here and CEO, he will be Inderjit Kamotraji. Where is the headquarter? It is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And when was this established? In 2018 this was established. Moving on to next, ICICI Bank has launched a smart wire facility, key features and how it works. Alright, I repeat, recently a smart wire facility was launched by whom? It was launched by ICICI Bank. But what is this smart wire facility? Under this smart wire facility, the beneficiaries will be able to initiate the wire transfer request. They will be able to submit the online declaration and documents, and they will be able to block the exchange rates in advance and track the status of their transactions also. Through this facility, accurate information related to the beneficiary, purpose of the inward remittance and declaration are prepared in advance and shared with the remitter instantly. Also, the facility can be used for various remittance purposes, including family maintenance, for saving, providing personal gift, financial support. All right, so these can be managed here. So this smart wire facility was launched by whom? It was launched by ICICI Bank. If we talk about it, ICICI Bank Limited launched this smart wire, an online solution to allow NRIs and resident customers to make SWIFT, that is your Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication based inward remittances through online. And we know ICICI Bank is the first bank in India to introduce such a quick and easy online solution to receive inward remittances. All right, remittances basically the money that is received by NRIs or sent by from different countries to India. All right, the Indians residing there can send their money to India. That is your basically a remittance. Basic meaning of remittance is to pay for something. That means I'm just giving you an example for the NRIs that are living abroad. They are able to send them. Say for example, now there is a trend that most of the students, most of the Indians are trying to leave the country and they are going abroad for their studies. So the money they will be earning there and they will be sending to their families here, or they will be paying for their utility bills, they will be paying for their savings, or they will be paying for any other real estate or property. That will be your remittance. Moving on, here you can see the smart wire enables beneficiaries to initiate the wire transfer request, submit online declaration and documents, and block the exchange rates in advance and track the status of transaction. The blocking of exchange rates are available for currencies including US dollar, euro, British pound, all right, dirham, Canadian dollar, Singaporean dollar, and Australian dollar. Moving on to the next news, friends. Next is regarding SEBI. SEBI has recently cancelled the Brickworks license. Orders wind up by April. SEBI, that is your Securities and Exchange Board of India, has cancelled the certificate of registration of Brickwork Ratings that was granted in 2008 and has been directed to wind up the operations in the upcoming 6 months. Alright, highly important. The strict action was taken as it failed to exercise proper skill, care and diligence while discharging its duty. Alright, here it considered as the toughest regulation actions against any credit for rating firm ever. Brickwork Rating is a credit rating agency and it is one of the 7 credit rating agencies that were registered with SEBI. The others are CRISIL, ICRA, CARE, Fitch, Informatics Ratings and Acute Ratings and Research. Also remember, initially SEBI and RBI conducted a joint audit of the rating agency in January 2020. So SEBI has cancelled the license of whom? or the certificate of registration of whom? It was of Brickworks Credit Rating Agency. Next, next news is regarding the India's GDP growth rate for the fiscal year 23. So, World Bank has cut India's growth rate forecast to 6.5% for fiscal year 2023. Earlier, the GDP forecast was around for 7.5%, but now it has been slashed down to 6.5%. This was released during a World Bank's report that was coping with shocks, migration, and the road to resilience. All right, and in this, the report data has been, or the GDP has been reduced from 7.5% to 6.5%. And similarly, for the fiscal year 23 to 24, the projection is 7%, and for 24 to 25, it weighs just 1%. All right, let's see what is the reason. And what is the reason for this global monetary tightening? The reason behind is the Ukraine Russia war. And not just this, there is a high chance also that in the future we will be seeing a high recession because of this, and even many countries are on the brink of getting into war also. All right, next news. But before that, friends, let's discuss some other rating agencies that projected India's GDP growth rate. All right, if for example, if we talk about S&P Global, S&P Global gave the India GDP growth forecast to be 7.3%. OECD, that is your Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, gave it as 6.9%. ADB, Asian Development Bank, projected India's growth rate to be 7%, and this is for fiscal year 23 we are talking about. All right, in RA expect a growth rate of 6.9%, while SBI's Economic Research Division projects India's growth rate to be 6.8%. All right, and if we talk about UNCTAD, UNCTAD projects that UNCTAD is your United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. Its Trade and Development Report for 2022 projected India's growth rate to be 5.7%. So these are some of your growth rates that you need to take a screenshot of it, or just pause the video here itself and take a note of them. Next, if we talk about World Bank, as this report was released by World Bank. So World Bank, where is the headquarter of World Bank? It is in Washington DC. Who is the president? David Malpass is the president. When was this established? In 1944, World Bank was established. Moving on to next news. NTPC, that is your National Thermal Power Corporation, has signed a first of its kind memorandum of understanding with GE Gas Power for demonstrating hydrogen co-firing in gas turbines. I repeat, NTPC has signed an MOU with GE Gas Power, and the reason is to explore the feasibility of hydrogen co-firing blended with the natural gas in the GE's 9E gas turbines that are installed at NTPC's Kawas gas power plant, that is in Gujarat. Alright, I repeat, here the MOU was signed between these two organizations to explore the feasibility of hydrogen co-firing blended with natural gas. The agreement is in direction to meet the objectives under the National Hydrogen Mission, and I have told you green hydrogen is a promising fuel for future. More and more research is being done on it, and soon you will be able to see the technology that will be using the green hydrogen as a fuel to generate power. All right, next we are talking about appointment. RBI has approved the reappointment of Prashant Kumar as their managing director and chief executive officer of the Yes Bank, and for how many years? For 3 years. I repeat, who appointed this? This appointment was approved by RBI. It was a reappointment of Prashant Kumar, who will be the managing director and chief executive officer of Yes Bank for how many years? For 3 years. Next we are talking about Smriti Mandhana. Smriti Mandhana has recently been, she's, first of all, remember, she's a very famous Indian cricketer. All right, and she has been appointed as the brand ambassador of Gulf Oil. All right, I repeat, Gulf Oil has appointed Smriti Mandhana, who is a cricketer, as their brand ambassador. Apart from this, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, MS Dhoni, and Hardik Pandya are the current brand ambassador of Gulf Oil. Smriti Mandhana, she was born in 1966 she was born in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Alright, she's a professional Indian cricketer. Next, A. Balasubramaniam ji, who is the MD and CEO of Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund, has been re-elected as the AMFI's, that is your Association of Mutual Funds in India's chairman. Alright, highly important. I repeat, he has been re-elected as the chairman of the Association of Mutual Funds in India, the body of the mutual fund industry. Highly important, friends. Take a note of it. Alright, A. Balasubramaniam ji. Next, remember, if we talk about Association of Mutual Funds India, this is a non-profit organization. All right, and remember, who is the chairman here now? We just saw A. Balasubramaniam ji. Where is the headquarter? It is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. When was this established? In 1995. Next, Volcano International Limited, that is a footwear brand, and has appointed Ajay Devgan as their brand ambassador. Very important, mark this. All right, and Ajay Devgan will promote their marketing campaign, that is Walk with Volcano. Next, AIFF, that is your All India Football Federation, has signed a historic memorandum of understanding with SAFF, that is your Saudi Arabian Football Federation, for the promotion of football activities. Direct and simple question, friends, that AIFF has signed an MOU with SAFF for the promotion of football activities. All right, all the football related activities, to promote them, this was done. Highly important. Next, one more thing, the 7th edition of the 2022 FIFA Under 17 Women's World Cup. I repeat, 7th edition of 2022 FIFA Under 19 World Cup, Women's World Cup. This will be hosted by which country? It will be hosted by India. This will be hosted between 11th to 30th of October. Where this will be hosted? This will be hosted in Bhubaneswar, Goa, and Navi Mumbai. So these are the location where this 7th edition of the FIFA Under 17 Women's World Cup will be hosted by India. Next, veteran actor and national award winning producer, as you can see him in the picture, he was one of the most famous, or you can say he was very famous actor also. Arun Balaji has recently passed away. He passed away at the age of 79 years of age in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Alright, he has also worked in films such as Three Idiots, Kedarnath, alright, and he was suffering from a very rare neuromuscular disease. Alright, he was from which state? He was from Punjab, and he recently passed away. Moving on. Next, World Cotton Day. On 7th of October, we observe World Cotton Day. This was the second World Cotton Day that we observed, and according to FAO of the United Nations, the theme for the World Cotton Day is weaving a better future for cotton. Apart from this, question can be asked that which is the suitable soil for growing cotton? That is your black soil, or by the name known as Ragur soil. Alright, so this is your World Cotton Day on 7th of October. Next, friends, once we have done all the current affairs, we have to revise all the current affairs. Let's start. DPIIT has announced a credit guarantee scheme for startups that will be providing them loans to a certain limit, collateral free. Indian Railways aims to become net zero carbon emitter by 2030. Food production needs 165 to 600 million hectares more land to meet the demand by 2050. Daksh, RBI has launched this super tech app to improve the supervisory process by the name Daksh. RBI introduces internal ombudsman mechanism for credit information companies. HDFC Bank and Mintalk Innovations have launched together a Smart Hub Vyapar app for merchants. IDBI Bank has launched a multiple digital solutions on its 59th foundation day. SEBI has clarified on guidelines pertaining to execution of DDPI. Unity Bank has launched special fixed deposit scheme with interactive interest rate by the name Shagun 501. That means for 501 days this will be done, and 7.9% for regular customer, and 8.4% interest for a senior citizen. ICICI Bank has launched Smart Wire facility for inward remittances. SEBI has cancelled the Brickworks license, and in order to wind up their all the process by April. World Bank has cut the India's forecast to 6.5% for fiscal year 23. NTPC has signed an MOU with GE Gas Power for demonstrating hydro co-firing in the gas turbines. RBI has approved the reappointment of Prashant Kumar as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Yes Bank, and for how many years? For 3 years. Gulf Oil has appointed Smriti Mandhana as their brand ambassador. Then Birla has appointed Birla MD and CEO Subramanyam ji has been re-elected as the chairman of AMFI. Volcano has appointed, this is a footwear brand, and has appointed Ajay Devgan as their brand ambassador. Bank of India Mutual Fund appointed Mohit Bhatia as their CEO. AIFF has signed a historic MOU with SAFF for promotion of football activities. Veteran actor, National Award winning producer Arun Balaji has recently passed away at the age of 79 in Mumbai. World Cotton Day is observed on 7th of October, and this was the second edition of the World Cotton Day that was observed on 7th of October. So that's all for the day, friends. Now it's time for your homework. Telecom giant Optus, which was recently hit by cyber attack, is based in which country? What is the charge levied for RuPay credit card use on UPI for transaction of up to 2000 rupees? As per the recent World Bank report, what is India's GDP projection in the current fiscal year? Fourth, Annie Arnox, the winner of the 2022 Nobel Prize Literature, is an author from which country? Fifth, which tennis player won the Tel Aviv Open title in 2022? Yesterday we did this. Alright, so that's all for the day, friends. And you have to do all these 5 homework questions. No cheating. If you don't know the answer, just Google yourself, research yourself, and do the comment. Alright, that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.